Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is having an amazing weekend so far. So today we're going to go ahead and do a Create a Sim video, and this time it is going to be on the gorgeous Merrium Feliciano. She is obviously Italiana, and she has quite a little bit of a back history to her. She is kind of one of those Sims that does have this classic beauty to her. She has almost like a 19 sort of 50s-ish look. I don't know. She's a very classy lady with a little bit of trashy, I'm not gonna lie. But her style is literally always on point. She is that girl who, no matter where she goes, she'll always probably be overdressed, because her motto is, it's better to be overdressed than underdressed, because then, well, people at least know that you kind of care, right? So she is just a goddess, in my personal opinion. Probably one of the most prettiest Sims I have ever created. And the reason why I went so hard on her is because I finally found an application. It's called the Sims 4 Tracker. Actually, I didn't find it. It was recommended by one of you guys. Well, you found it, so in a way I found it too, because I found it through you. Anyways, and it basically helps you find what your Sims are wearing and being able to list it. So when you do post them on the gallery, you can like refer so-and-so to whoever, like to your video or your, a web page or something like that, so that they can be able to download the CC that you're using. I don't know. It's going to be easier in my case, because all of the CC that I'm going to be using on Merrium today will be indeed on my blog. So you'll be able to see the full itemized list of everything that I used. So a little bit about Mrs. Merrium. Her name was just something I thought of when I thought of a classic beauty, She is, I don't know how to say it. She's had quite an extensive life. So she's been married one other time, and she was married to a guy named Dwayne. So Dwayne, he was actually involved with some pretty dirty business. He was actually involved with the Italian mafia that her father used to actually be involved with in as well. So she married Dwayne because he was part of the family, and she's known him forever, and she married him obviously, and things got pretty bad pretty quick. Him being a part of this mafioso business really kind of put a dark spot in Merrium's life. She was always, found in a position where she was just depressed and sad and fearful for Dwayne's life, and fearful for hers, strange men coming and wanting their money, and almost being held for ransom, and just so many different things that this poor woman has been through. And she's only 28 years old. She literally wants to find a meaningful relationship, and I guess in a way the only thing she felt like she could control back then was her appearance. It was so important for her to put on a happy face even when she wasn't, and she may or may not have a little bit of a drinking issue, I don't know, but she tries so hard to kind of keep it together and kind of almost make believe on the outside that she's okay, but she wasn't okay, and she's getting over it now. They divorced, and life is starting to get slowly back on track. Due to the divorce, she got a large lump sum of cash, so she is definitely a rich girl. That's why she can afford all these nice things, and she just hopes that she can find that perfect fairy tale wedding, and hopefully one day get married to a guy who is just normal. She just wants to marry a kind of like white-collared kind of guy who works in an office, or maybe he fixes computers for a living. At this point, she is tired of the bad boys. She is tired of falling for the next adrenaline rush. And honestly, I can foresee Meredith. Can't I call her Meredith? Her name is Meredith, right? Meredith? Merrium. Oh my god, I'm thinking of Meredith from The Parent Trap. This is exactly who she reminds me of almost. So I keep kind of like mixing the names because I almost wanted to name her that. But Merrium, I could picture her owning a boutique, or maybe, something in the fashion business. I'm not exactly sure what it is yet, but her being so fashion savvy and just loving, you know, beauty and stuff like that, I could foresee her kind of being in that general genre. A lot of these outfits are custom content. A lot of this stuff is custom content, and again, will be available for individual download, with credit obviously to the creators, of course, on my blog, link in the description below. Also, I tried to add in some of the Lux Party stuff because that was kind of like what I wanted to originally do, and I think I did add a couple pieces in there, so you may need that pack too if you're interested. You don't need it, you can always switch it out, but I really hope you guys enjoy her the way that I do. I will have a more in-depth story. It's been a while since I've done a creative sim with an actual story attached, but yeah, I'll have all of that on my blog. So again, this is on the blog, definitely check it out to get a full backstory on Mrs. Merrium Feliciano. And if you guys have any future requests for creative sims, let me know. I do want to obviously start putting in more different, you know, ethnicities, and definitely gonna do the around the world series. I need to do more of those. I just haven't, and there's no excuse. You guys seem to really like those, and so I should probably do more. And if you have any suggestions for that, just leave that down below as well. But I just really wanted to kind of create like almost Marilyn Monroe 1950s sort of classic beauty sort of deal, and this is kind of what I came up with, and obviously a perfect excuse to go ahead and use more CC. I'm so excited, and a lot of these pieces are amazeballs. And again, check out the Sims 4 tracker, because you know it's really easy to actually pinpoint what CC is crap in your game, like crap on the sim, but not necessarily what's affecting your game. This really helped me get rid of some CC that was like just mutating the crap out of my sim. So I'll have that linked down below, the Sims 4 tracker, CC tracker, and then also additional information to Merrium. So, all right guys, don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, subscribe. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.